Now you are. You're live.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jazz and Vish here from Six Rings Canes, Five Reasons Sports. What's going on, Vish? How you doing, man?
Doing really well now. Doing really well.
As most of you probably know already, we kind of wanted to do this real quick, just to give a quick update, obviously on the recent news, the actual, I guess, the official news, right? As Vish likes to call it, the official what is it, comunicado
It's
oficial?
yeah,
Um,
yes. That is. We got the comunicado oficial now. So
the comunicado oficial now that the University of Miami has fired Manny Diaz, head coach Manny Diaz, officially this morning.
yeah,
And obviously, the other news coming out is that Mario Cristobal, head coach at Oregon, has spoken with his team as well and let them know that he is going to be taking the position as head coach for the Miami Hurricanes coming back home. And
yeah.
we're
And
all excited
actually,
about it. I think that
a big a kind of a not a big update, an update to that. I know Jazz and I have been working all day, so it's hard to keep up with the news. They couldn't have done this over the weekend, really. But Oregon actually released a statement too confirming it. So that Mario's no longer their coach,
they
and they're
did.
going to do a search. So that
It
I
definitely is hard. It's so hard to keep up with everything that's going on. You guys have no idea what me and Vish are going through right now with so many different threads, so many people reaching out. It's kind of crazy, but it's yeah. As Chug Beer, by the way, big ups. Thanks to the dono, Chug.
always.
Chug Beer, as he alludes right here, as he says, man, it's a great day to be a Miami Hurricane. That you has a bright future. Finally, smash the like button, Canes for life, baby. Yeah. It is a great day. It's a great day because this has been a long time coming. I know some people don't understand this, but we got the right guy, man. Like we got him. We got
Well,
him, right?
it's not
Like
just
this
that.
whole this whole
This
narrative.
Yeah, no, he's the right guy and he fits perfectly where we are right now. But it's also a statement of intent. I can't remember. I wish I'd written down who reported this, but we haven't hired a P5 coach since Dennis Erickson. Like this is a total shift in approach, and that's the exciting part. As much as like Mario's a great fit and we're all excited to have him, we went and got like a real coach. Like we haven't done that
Yeah,
in
like
30 years.
that whole narrative of that this was a whole mess and that Canes didn't have what it takes to get the right guy or to spend the right amount of money, and Mario's not going to leave Oregon, and yeah, and everything that was always out there, and that this was chaos, and that what they're doing to Manny was wrong. And listen, all of that is it's exactly what it was. It was baloney. It's BS. I think Julio Frank and his guys did a great job, and and I think now it's an opportunity for us to kind of leave all that behind, man. And we're starting off now. We've got this great future ahead of us with Coach Cristobal here, and of course, I know it's being reported that Dan Radakovich is going to be the athletic director as well. So we'll get everything together, and we'll kind of report it tonight on tonight's show. But I think we wanted to kind of come on here and give you guys how we felt about it. Look, it's we've kind of known this for a little bit now that this was the plan. And I know there's a lot of people that were out there talking about Lane Kiffin and everybody else, and I still think Lane Kiffin did have, he was in the running, but it was always Mario Cristobal all along.
Yeah, and to Jazz's point, I think that whole narrative of Mario Manny was probably overblown. Manny could not come back here after it went this far down the road. So I do think Lane Kiffin, him signing that extension on Saturday night. First of all, if you're throwing $8-9 million at Mario, you can still go get him. But also, I think a lot of that was just he knew Mario was coming at that point, so that job was gone. And so yeah, this is a great day for Miami. I see Brooklyn Rob saying the Mark Rick similar excitement around him, and I would tend to agree with that. But I actually think if Mark Richt was younger and saw through his
Yeah,
tenure here, like we were on the way back to where we wanted to be, and his health unfortunately kind of started to fail him, and that last year was bad. But I don't think those two things are unrelated. So
right.
I mean, if we got Mark Richt 10 years ago, like 10 years before he came in, that's what we're getting now, and that's something to
This
be
is more
really excited
exciting.
about. Yeah, that's something to be really excited about.
Oh yeah, I think this is more exciting just because, uh, and again, big ups to Mark Rick because he when he came in is when we got a lot of these things started up with the facilities, the new facilities, just a new way of doing things, the Power Five way of doing things, I guess you can say. Him bringing that mentality in, and yeah, he was kind of on the downswing of his career, and obviously health played a big role in it. But I think that that's why this is so exciting is because there's pieces put in place already, and Mario's just going to come in and kind of clean house and kick ass and when it comes to recruiting, when it comes to bringing the right hires in as far as their assistant coaches and all that. And by the way, before I even go further, I still do want to give respect to to Manny Diaz and how he handled all the whole entire situation, continuing to do his job. I mean, again, it is his job. He was getting paid for it handsomely, I might add. But however, I think that the way that he went about his whole situation and understanding that this is a tough position for him to be in as well, knowing that there's someone coming in to take your job. I still think him and the whole staff did a great job. And I do wish him all the best. I think there's still some guys on this staff that could be retained. I would like to see a few guys, and we'll probably get into that later tonight on our show. But listen, it had to be done. This was something that has been in the works for quite some time now, and and they finally put it all together. What does Alf say there? They actually did what they said they would do. I'm impressed. I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Like
that's a
they're
big
playing
point
big boy
here.
ball,
Yeah, that's a big
right?
point here, though, because we are so used to just, frankly, gross incompetence out of the Miami administration. Here, they put a plan together, they executed it, and it came together, and and that's big time, and that's why I'm saying, like, look, any coach can fail, but this is a statement of intent. This is much more than just bringing a football coach. You're going to get Clemson's athletic director. You're going to get Oregon's coach. Those are things that a year from now you would have laughed at doing. This is a total shift in mentality, which is bigger than one football coach. And that's the takeaway here. And just real quick, I'll answer this. I know we're going to wrap up now because it's just a quick hitter. Jazz keeps alluding to it. 9 p.m., same channel. We're going to have a lot of great guests on. We're going to go, I don't know how long on this, but it's going to be, we're
Oh
going
my
to cover
god.
all those angles, assistant coaches, what it means for recruiting, who might stay, who he might bring. All of that stuff we'll definitely get into detail on. We just want to do a quick hitter here. But just real quick on the Clemson AD. Was at Georgia Tech before Clemson. Went to Clemson. He's a Miami grad, so he knows the area and the school. But he's got a lot of deep ACC experience. Was on the playoff committee for several years. Really well respected in college administrative circles. This is a coup. And Clemson's actually, ponied up money to try and keep him, which should tell you something right there. Because again, we want to. This is one of those things. You see it a lot with coaches. Go steal the coach off of like Alabama or Clemson to weaken them. We took their AD. We went right to the top and stole that dude. That is the program that has run the ACC for a decade, and we just took their AD. Like that is a big move again.
That's
Uh,
it's a home run hire. It's a home run hire. It's a
and
top 580 in the whole entire country. I mean, look at what he's done with Clemson, like you said. And and yes, he is a Canes guy, but that's not the reason that he's coming here. I mean,
yeah,
it just so happens that we happen to we happen to develop all these great coaches and people, for their careers and all that. So it's
I mean, I think
exciting to
it
see
does
that
help.
he's
I
kind of
think it
coming
does
back.
help to attract them. We're not getting them because they're Canes
Sure,
guys. It helps to attract them because Miami's awesome, and people that it's polarizing though. People either love it or hate it, and if you're from there, you love that place,
right.
and so you want to get back there. I can tell you as an expat. I get down to Miami as often as I can because, like, okay, like I don't work there, so I don't live there, but I get down there as often as I can. I love that place, right? And I think a lot of people feel that affinity for the local area, so it allows us to attract someone beyond the money because we can raise the money, and then Clemson can match, then we can match, then Clemson can match. They can't be in Miami, and that's our differentiator with some of these top candidates that we're getting. Like no one else would have been able to hire Mario Cristobal out of Oregon. Doesn't matter how much money they gave him. No
Right.
one else could attract Dan Radakovich. Doesn't matter how much money they gave him. So it's a differentiator for us, but they're not coming. This is not a situation where, find an alum because they're willing to like take our crappy offer. This is us going and getting the top of the profession and using a connection to our area to help sell them on it. It's completely reversed from what it used to be.
So before we get off the show here, real quick, again, mention catch our Canes Mega Show tonight at 9 p.m. We'll be on the same channel here. We're gonna have some big time guests, some guys that you know very well already, some guys from our network, some guys from the YouTube network. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. I think we might boot some people off. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? But before I let you go, before we kind of sign off on this. Um, just one real quick hitter on this, Vish. What do you want to see Mario Cristobal do the minute that he gets to Miami? What's the first thing that you think he's going to do? And I think I know the answer to this, but I just want to hear from you.
Okay, I actually don't know where you're going at with this, but I would actually say like get Moffitt in here for strength and conditioning. We got to get tougher, and that'll be my first move. Like forget the assistant coaches. He's probably bringing some with him. And if I hear him, I want to interview the current staff. You know, you might not know all of them. Maybe some of them are salvageable, but I'm totally LSU fired their strength and conditioning coach who has Miami ties and is one of the best in the country. Probably because Brian Kelly just has his guy he wants to bring in. You're not going to have two of those.
Right.
So that's the first thing I do, just straight away. Just bring him in there and start with that.
So, see, I thought you were going to go another way with this, but I'm thinking that the first thing he's going to do is he's going to get here, and even before his press conference, he's going to go in-house with some of these players and try to make sure he secures some of these commitments or gets some more big time.
Well, I think there's going to be
all
a
of a
team.
Sudden, everybody's going
to be a team meeting, right? There's going to be a team
Oh,
meeting.
well, yeah,
right.
Right. He's going to do that. I'm sure that's the first thing he's going to do. But,
yeah.
As far as like, getting out there and doing his job, I think that's the first thing he's going to do.
Oh, yeah, no, he's going to, I'm sure he's already calling recruits and
by the way, we got some information last night about some guys that could possibly be flipping. That's what I want to say. I don't want to throw the name out there yet. But we're talking about big names, and that just tells you everything you need to know right there. So stay tuned for that tonight, 9 p.m. on the Six Rings Canes Show special edition, obviously, as we welcome in the new head coach, Mario Cristobal, and I just the program is just going to be exciting tonight. So I think everybody should stay tuned for that.
Yep, we'll see everyone tonight. Jazz, thanks for hopping off on your lunch break, hopping in the car. Sometimes news breaks. We all have jobs, so sometimes this happens. But thanks, and we'll see everyone at 9 p.m. tonight. Don't forget to join. There's going to be a lot of great discussion.
Yes, sir. You got it.